What's your scenario 10 years from now in Asia Pacific in terms of security issues?
I think that the issues 10 years from now will be security issues related to economics. The competition for scarce resources, unless managed. I think that demographic issues. There's many countries in the region, who are demographically in decline, where the birth rate is not supporting the growth of their economies. And I think that those economic, if we don't manage those economic issues very carefully and frequently between now and you said 10 years, so that's 2022.
Yeah.
Then I think economic issues will drive us to the point of having security challenges. And so I think, again, our rebalancing is intended to be in a position to help shape that future rather than be victimized by it.
Is Thailand going to be safer 10 years from now?
Absolutely.
Yes, because of your help? Because of your presence?
Well, let me state that a little differently. I mean, what I found to be fascinating about Thailand, it's not about our help. It's about what I see, the direction I see, and I can only speak for the Thailand, the Royal Thai Armed Forces, because the rest of the country has other stakeholders that interact with it. But I'm very proud of what the Royal Thai Armed Forces have been doing. I mean, they just today returned a unit from Sudan where they were involved in a peacekeeping operation. As you know, they performed very well. 50,000 of them last year during the floods. I think they're a force that genuinely feels that their first responsibility is to represent and care for the people. And that's the mark of a professional force. The other thing I noticed about them is they are very aggressive about building their minds so that what I mentioned earlier, the way you become a force for good in the world is not just have the best weapons, but also the best minds.
Right.
And I see a genuine commitment on the part of your military leaders to build your officer corps, your non-commissioned officers, and those who are serving, to build in them a sense of purpose and value that I think allows me to answer your question that with optimism.
What should Thailand as a small country do? China is a big neighbor.
Yeah.
United States is coming in strong. You're back in Asia, you say. Russia may look at the rebalancing act of the United States here as a threat. China is not that happy, although it says it will try to accommodate that. Thailand sits in the middle of this. How should Thailand behave itself?
Let me go back to economics. The engine that will, I think, propel Thailand is an economic engine.
Yes.
And as you know, you're doing rather well economically. I think that economic well-being can be a force for good in the region, and I think that an investment into your armed forces so that they are a force for stability in the region is a worthwhile investment. I also think Thailand is uniquely positioned because of your geostrategic location to engage all of the nations who sit around you. And in fact, today we had a very candid conversation about your military leaders' engagement with China. And I said, I encourage that.
You encourage that?
I encourage that.
Yeah.
I think that the more that we can engage China, both bilaterally and multilaterally, I think the better off we're going to be. And I think you are uniquely positioned to do that.
We don't want China to think that we are being used by the United States.
I don't want China.
We don't want Washington to think that we are too scared of China to be your friend.
Right.
So you think we are behaving okay?
I do.
So we are balancing ourselves properly?
In my military judgment, I am what you see. I'm a military leader. But I am a student of history and a student of economics and a student of international relations. And I would say that I think Thailand is well positioned to be a force for good well into the future.
คงต้องรอดูกันต่อไปนะคะว่าการมาเอเชียแปซิฟิกของสหรัฐในครั้งนี้จะสร้างแรงกระเพื่อมอะไรบ้างและสำหรับไทยเองในการที่ให้สหรัฐนั้นใช้พื้นที่สนามบินอุตภเปาท้ายที่สุดแล้วจะได้ประโยชน์หรือว่าเสียประโยชน์ยังไงกันแน่ค่ะพบกันใหม่สัปดาห์หน้านะคะวันนี้สวัสดีค่ะ